Almost. Good morning, Culers. It is time to wake up and Barca. Blaugrana coming off an away win, sneaking past Real Sociedad despite injuries, despite offensive struggles. We got the 1-0 victory. In today's episode, we will be doing the good, the bad, the Barca, and of course giving out our mustache man of the match in a full match review for Barcelona Sociedad. If you are just finding us for the first time, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, turn on notifications. We are here live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday covering live Barcelona news. Did I say live? Live Barcelona news. We're also here for all of the Barcelona matches. I give you the play-by-play commentary so you don't miss any of the action. And then you also get to chat and connect with Culers from around the world as we cheer on the Blaugrana. But as I said, today's episode, the good, the bad, the Barca, from Real Sociedad 0, Barcelona 1. Folks, let's go ahead and kick things off the right way.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right. Like I said, a win for Barcelona. Big 3 points, folks. We're going to get into the good, the bad, the Barca, a full match overview. But first, let's take a look at some stats. All right. There were some shockers, some shocking stats when you look at the overview from yesterday's match. Barcelona, hang on. Let me pause. Get a drink of water. Might hear I'm a little congested, folks. A little congested. Anyway, shake it off. So looking at the stats from yesterday's win versus Sociedad, the one that jumps out, the shocking stat, 1 shot on target. We had 10 shots overall, but only 1 of them was actually put on frame. We had 44% possession, 448 passes, which is less than Sociedad. I'll say that again. 44% possession for Barcelona against Sociedad. When is the last time that you heard me say Barcelona were outpossessed by their opponent? Same with passes. When is the last time we didn't hit 600 passes in a match? Somebody find that one for me. Hey, stat guy, go find that stat for me. Listen, opening 15 minutes was pretty good for Barcelona. I liked what we saw in terms of our shape. It was very interesting how Xavi came out with his starting 11. But as the match went on, Barcelona just struggle bust. No,
ladies and gentlemen.
I should have seen that one coming. All right. Well, set the counter back to 0. Amateur hour it is. Oh, my goodness. Let me just pause. I'll take a little sip of some caffeine. This is what we do here anyway, folks, on Wake Up in Barca. I'm not here to be perfect. I'm not here to be right all the time. I'm here to have some conversation with some Culers. I'm going to catch up on the chat now that we've looked at the stats. Then we'll jump over, take a look at the good, the bad, the Barca. But first, before we even do that, I do want to shout out the coolest Culers this week. If you want to be one of the coolest Culers, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you know when we're live, and then come hang out with us, participate in the conversation so that you too can be one of the coolest Culers. For this week, it is Kyle Cash, Kazi at number 2, Kudus at number 3, the Stash Mod Ayush at number 4, Prashant at number 5, Yankee Mojo at number 6, Finished at number 7, Dimitar number 8, Go Young number 9, and Matinho coming in at number 10. Again, I love all the members of the Stash Squad. We have a wonderful community here on the Undefeated channel. Culers from around the world coming together, supporting the badge, supporting each other. I love y'all. Let me get caught up on the chat here. I see we got some of my Stash mods. I gotta decide if Stash Mod is going to be the name for everybody, or if it's that's just Ayush and everybody gets their individual nicknames. I keep going back and forth. I like the idea of everybody being the Stash Mods, but Ayush did come up with it. So Ayush, you let me know if we can use that for everybody or if that's just your thing. But I do see Kudus in here. I see Kyle Cash with the new picture. Let's go, Kyle Cash. That's good. That's good. Prashant is in here. Hello, sir. FV, good morning to you. Mike, good morning to you. How you doing? Who else? We got Ahmed in the house. A small but mighty crew this morning. I'm sure people will come trickling in. Paul, how we doing, sir? Says, eat, sleep, kiss Barca tattoo, kiss Barca crest, repeat. This is the way of the undefeated mustache, John. Dude, that's awesome. I love that. I need to get that on a t-shirt sometime. Speaking of, this summer, we're going to have some merch coming out. We're going to have some updates to the backgrounds. You're going to see some new lights, some new sounds, some new things happening. I'm going to get some new layouts. Like, this is all going to change. We're going to go over the good, the bad, the Barca here in a couple minutes. But this is all going to change. I'm going to change the outlook of this. Maybe even for the matches, I'll jump over. Like, this is the typical match layout. And I'll have the lineup here. I might even change that. There's going to be all kinds of stuff changing here on the channel. I'm going to get some video uploads that I've been waiting to do in. Once we get to the point where we're not having matches every weekend where I'm spending time preparing, time on the match, time doing a reaction video, which I do have up on the channel right now. Reaction to Barcelona getting the 1-0 victory over Sociedad. Good times, folks. Coming into the end of the season, I'll tell you what. I'll just be candid with you all. I am feeling that strain, that burnout that some of the Barcelona players are feeling as well. I got a full-time job. I got a lot of hobbies, putting time into this. I love it. I absolutely love it. So this is not complaining. I love it. This is one of the favorite parts of my day. But it takes a lot of energy. So I am kind of looking forward to the end of the season, taking a little break. I might take a week off once the season ends. We'll see. And then we'll jump right back into Wake Up in Barca all summer long. We'll still be going every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. We'll go over all the transfer rumors, which are just going to be ridiculous this summer. Now that Barcelona is out of their financial crisis, now that we have our team headed in a positive direction, now that our brand is back to where it should be in terms of players wanting to be here, we're a top destination. The transfer rumors are going to be insane. Absolutely insane this summer. I mean, last summer we had to deal with Lionel Messi, Antoine Griezmann, and a financial crisis. This summer it's going to be Haaland, Lewandowski, Mbappe. People have forgotten Paul Pogba is a free agent. Just saying. I don't think we want to pay his salary, but just saying, Paul Pogba is a free agent as well. There are a number of players who could find their way to Barcelona. So the rumors are going to be flying. Anyway, folks, I'll catch up on the chat here one more time, and then we'll jump in and say words. Then we'll jump over to the good, the bad, the Barca from yesterday's match. I got to remind myself, actually, I got like zero sleep. Like zero sleep, folks. That's not true. More than zero. I'm sure some of you got zero. Some of you are probably still up from the day before, you wild animals. Yes, Kyle Cash, good reminder. Hit that like button if you have not done so already, whether you've been here watching since day one, a subscriber since day one, or if you are just finding us. If you're enjoying the content, I do appreciate a thumbs up if you take a moment. It's the easiest way to support the channel. It really is. It's a small gesture, but it really helps out in terms of the algorithm and getting viewers, right? Getting in there on their feed, on their stream, as they say, building out this community. Economic stability is the best. Am I right, Curtis? Good times, good times. We're just waking up. We're shaking out the cobwebs. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. You know what I mean? Should I do a blue steel real quick? Always good times. Always good times. I love waking up with the Stash Squad, the Barca boys. I'm going to come up with some new names, too. Kudus and I were having a little text back and forth thinking of some new names for our crews. Par says, Pogba going to Juve. Is that deal done though? I mean, like, has he signed, sealed, delivered? I'm not sure about that. Excuse me. Not sure on that one. Anyway, who else we got? Felipe, how we doing, sir? Good morning to you. Chanel, hello. We're getting some folks trickling in now. What I've noticed is folks are coming in to Wake Up in Barca a little bit later ever since USA went back an hour. So I would love it if we could do it a little bit later. One day, folks, as this channel grows, as I get more financial freedom. We'll have Wake Up in Barca early edition, late morning edition, and then occasionally we'll do like an evening news as well. There'll be a lot more content as this channel grows. FV asking, has we signed Kessié yet? Word on the street is that we have an agreement with Kessié and with Christensen, but nothing is officially signed and presented to the public yet. So can't break that news just yet. Felipe says, I prefer Nunez over at Benfica. Listen, it's bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, I'll say. All right, so Lewandowski, you're getting a proven goal scorer. You know you're going to get top talent for like 2 years, and then he's got to retire. Nunez, maybe you get a player who can be your prime striker for the next 5-7 years, but he's not proven. We're not sure. So bird in the hand, worth two in the bush. That's what we got going on with Lewandowski. I'm just a little bit unsure. Paul wants Barcelona to play their preseason in Florida. In Orlando. Miami is way too overrated. I'll let you debate that one. I am not familiar with either. It is time, folks, for us to go over the good, the bad, and the Barca from yesterday's match. Barcelona 1-0 over Sociedad. We snuck in and snuck out, struggled through most of this match, got an early goal from Aubameyang. We had injuries to Piqué, who continued to play, Jordi Alba, who continued to play, Araujo, who had to come off. 3 of our back 4 injured. We're scraping it together. Toothpicks and bubblegum, as my man, the stash commander, Culers said. Just keeping it together as we get across the finish line. But Barcelona, Barcelona being outpossessed, outpassed, outshot, but we got the one that matters. We kept the clean sheet. Aubameyang got the goal. We kept the clean sheet. Aubameyang got the goal. Despite all that was going against us, the injuries, the lack of chemistry through the midfield in particular, despite all of that, we were able to get the win. So it doesn't matter what the stats say otherwise. The one that matters is the scoreboard. So we got the one. Tired legs, tired minds in this one. We got to rest. We got to recover. I would expect some rotations versus Rayo, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the Barca for Barcelona's win here versus Sociedad. For those of you that are just seeing this segment for the first time, the good and the bad, it's pretty obvious. What was good about the match? What was bad about the match? Barca, that's always something that's true to the Barcelona DNA, something that makes you proud to say that, yes, this is the Blaugrana. This is our badge. Sometimes it's a player. Sometimes it's something abstract. It may be an action from the game, but it's something that is true to Barcelona's DNA. For the mustache man of the match, it's pretty straightforward as well. Sometimes it's, the broadcast man of the match, but sometimes it has a little twist to it. Sometimes I don't go so straightforward. So stick around until the end of the segment. The good, the bad, the Barca, the mustache man of the match, all covered here in the next few moments. So here we go, folks. Starting off with what was good about the match. Okay, hang on. Before we can talk about what was good, I have to talk about what was kind of bad. Barcelona's offensive output, struggle bus for Barcelona, trying to get shots on target. We had 10 shots, 1 on frame. I'll say that again. 10 shots, one on frame for Barcelona. It doesn't make any sense to me how Ferran, Aubameyang, and Dembele can't get something on target. So because that was bad, it is good that Aubameyang was able to find the net at least once. He was uninvolved for a lot of this match, but right place, right time, that's what you need from your striker. When things are not connecting, things are not flowing, you're not having your optimal output offensively, it is that much more crucial to have someone like Aubameyang, the crafty veteran. One chance is all he needs. Taps it in. Little header on the back post. Didn't have to do much. But again, right place, right time. Keeping himself on sides. It's subtle, but it's needed. So Aubameyang gets that good box for his goal, despite not really being involved in the match otherwise. Like I said, Barcelona 10 shots, 1 on target. That gets us to the bad box. I mentioned my frustration with the offense overall, but in particular, Dembele. You knew it was coming. Dembele, Cam. This guy has the audacity to ask for 40 million euros per year back in January. Has a good run of assists. Takes that down to, okay, I'll just take 20 million per year. Still outlandish, and then continues to decline in performance. So much so to the point where yesterday, I don't know if Dembele connected on a cross. I don't think Dembele's passing percentage was above like 60. Anytime that he tried to dribble around a defender, it was a heavy touch and Barcelona lost the ball. It was a horrendous performance from Dembele. So his stock has dropped tremendously, and for his inability to dribble, pass, or shoot against Sociedad, Dembele, get in the box. That was a clear one for me. Aubameyang got a goal. Ferran got an assist. Dembele hit the post once. But that was it for 90 minutes. Other than that, it was nothing but just spazzing out. Didn't do anything, bro. Anyway, shake it off. Shake it off. Shake off the bad. Shake off the bad. Shake off the bad, okay? I'm actually going to, for the first time ever, skip the Barca box. What? I'm skipping the Barca box. Yes, I'm skipping it for a reason that you'll find out in just one moment. First, we're doing the mustache man of the match, which is Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. A big 5 saves for Barcelona. I thought we were going to score 5 goals. Nope, I was very wrong. Turns out we needed 5 saves from the big, strong German goalkeeper. A couple of them were huge. The shot stopper did what he needed to do. He's been answering the call really all 2022. Struggled first half of the season, all right, but who didn't? You know what I'm saying? He's answered the call. Xavi has, I think, maybe brought some new confidence to Ter Stegen. So despite criticism, despite defensive errors happening in front of him, Ter Stegen doing enough, keeping that clean sheet, so he gets the mustache man of the match for this one. Now you're sitting there thinking, John, why did you skip the Barca box? Why would you do that? That's not in correct order. It's the good, the bad, the Barca, then the mustache man of the match. What are you doing here, John? Well, here's what I'm thinking, folks. I don't want the Barca box to feel like a consolation prize, to feel like a runner-up trophy. I want the Barca box to have the clout, the respect that it deserves. Sometimes the Barca box will be more prestigious than the mustache man of the match. And folks, this is one of those cases, because in the Barca box, for his, I'll say, selfless performance, for his heroic effort, despite picking up an injury early on, played the full 90 minutes, Gerard Piqué gets a clean sheet for Sociedad. The leadership, the passion, like I said, the heroicism. Is that a word? Heroicism? Heroism? I speak English. I know the words. But listen, I know Araujo picked up an injury, played for a while injured, eventually subbed off. Jordi Alba also seemed like maybe he tweaked his groin a little bit, but I think that was not as severe as what Piqué had to go through. And Piqué suffered an injury early in the first half. So you saw him early in the first half start to limp around. I think it was his thigh that was bothering him. But despite that, he said, nah, I'm not coming off. This is a must-win for Barcelona. I am a captain of this club, future president perhaps. You're not taking me off this pitch. We're going to stay here. We're going to ride this one out. So Gerard Piqué, shout out for his selflessness, for his undefeated attitude in yesterday's win versus Sociedad, carrying us across that finish line, like I said, 1-0 to the Blaugrana. So shout out to Gerard Piqué for the Barca box. So we've got Aubameyang in the good for his goal. We've got Dembele in the bad because he just couldn't do anything yesterday. We got Piqué in the Barca box for his willingness to fight through pain and injury and get us that clean sheet. And we got Ter Stegen with the big 5 saves, getting him the mustache man of the match. That is the good, the bad, and the Barca for the, for Real Sociedad versus Barcelona. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to turn to the chat, and I want to get your reaction to my picks. Let me know what you're thinking. But if you're watching this on replay, let me know down in the comments what you think. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Keep the conversation going, folks. I want to hear your thoughts. Culers, we will get to the unimpressed Mustache John box. That's going to be something I think for next season. We'll see. If I have time on one of these last matches to build that in, maybe we get to it. We will get there. But like I said, I'm going to be redoing this whole layout. This is going to look completely different next year. We're going to have, instead of the mustache man of the match for matches that we lose where it's really not justified to give out a man of the match award for Barcelona, we'll come up with some dubious awards. We'll come up with some consolation prizes. We'll get there, folks. We are still adding in more and more. There is still a lot to come here on this channel. Speaking of things to come, Barcelona, next match against Rayo Vallecano. We got some payback. Last time we played them, it was a loss. For those of you that remember, this was actually Ronald Koeman's last match at Barcelona. I believe it was a 2-0 loss to Rayo Vallecano, if I am not mistaken. We'll be taking them on Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you come back here live at, let's see, we're going to be live, when? Half an hour before that. We'll be live 2:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Come back and hang out with us. We'll be doing the live watch-along for that. And then let's take a look at the table real quick, because Barcelona, that's going to be Barcelona's match in hand, I do believe. So we have a chance to go up to 66 points, get a 3-point lead over Sevilla, increase that gap away from Atletico and Betis, and we'll be looking good, folks. A win against Rayo, and we're looking good for second place, looking good for Champions League, looking like we are turning things around, folks. I mean, I'm excited. Ansu Fati not set to come back versus Rayo, but it's looking more likely like it's going to be who's up next after that? Mallorca, I believe. Yeah, probably not Rayo, but Mallorca, May 1st. That's what they're saying is Ansu Fati's return date. So we'll see. Stick around for, not stick around. Let me put those words back in my mouth. Anyway, it's been fun hanging out, folks. I appreciate you coming and starting your day with me. Again, if you are just finding us, welcome to the Undefeated community. We are here live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for Barcelona news and catching up with the Culers, with the coolest Culers, with the Stash Squad, as they say. This is a community of Culers from around the world that, despite all differences, despite any potential conflict that we may face, race, religion, nationality, identity, any differences we may have, they don't matter. We're all here for the same reason. We love the badge. We support the badge. We support each other. That's what we do here on the Undefeated community. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Go out and give lots of high fives and hugs. Spread positivity. And I will talk to you all soon. We'll be back live for the match against Rayo Vallecano this Sunday. Until then, like I said, go out there and do great things, my friends. I love you all very much. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. I'll catch you all next time. Mwah.